Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. It's me and Anand. A few days back, we did a video about Trump and how the government meddling in corporate affairs is never good news. And a lot of you felt that maybe we're overstating that and it's not as bad as we make it out to be. Then yesterday's news came, and I thought this is more things that don't sound very good if this is happening. It is one thing if it happens, as a corporate action, corporate people doing something. But when it's tied with the government or people related to the government, then begs the question, what is happening? And this is the case in point with electronic arts and how it is now being spoken about a $50 billion deal. And I thought Anand should dive into this and explain a little further. And maybe there is more to the story than meets the eye. What, Anand? What do you think about this?
This is Electronic Arts, is a gaming company and is one of the biggest companies.
Sports gaming.
Sports gaming. You take bets on sports.
You do everything in sports. It is an upcoming field also. Now, electronic games is actually recognized as a sport itself, where kids are sitting and playing online.
So they have NFL, NBA,
Yes, all of them.
whatnot. They have the all
NBA, NFL, NHL,
they have everything.
even cricket. EA Sports cricket is there.
Now, what they have managed to do is this is a listed entity and they have bought it for $55 billion.
Open offer.
Open offer, and they have taken over more than a significant portion have agreed, and this is a price which is 25% over the market price. In the history of American capitalism, this is the second largest takeover. Activision Blizzard was taken over by Microsoft after a lot of scrutiny, and with UK making solid comments, and with Sony objecting because the Activision Blizzard games would not be available on Sony. In fact, Microsoft had to agree that
Those games will be continued being
they'll
available.
be continued to be there, and distribution was supposed to be handled by somebody else without any of those kind of restrictions. EAS has been taken over and may taken private, meaning there'll be no listing. Nobody will know what is happening to the company, and the whole thing will become a dark box. With you have to look at annual IRA returns to see what kind of profits they are making. And now, how does this $55 billion come? It comes $36 billion in equity and nearly $20 billion in debt. And who are the people? One is Saudi government through its private investment fund. Then you have Silver Lake, which is a PE company, and you have affinity partners in which Jared Kushner has a major stake. Jared Kushner happens to be the son-in-law of Donald Trump.
Last term, he was a peacemaker of his.
In the last term, he was the president's peacemaker or representative for the Middle East. Whether he brought peace to the Middle East or not, he has brought a lot of wealth to himself. Now, how much of that $16 billion has he put up? Nobody knows. So this takeover will be complete, and the Trump family will control a significant portion of America's most profitable companies. There was absolutely no need for EA to sell. But EA shareholders felt that 25% valuation from here was too good to go, and somebody was willing to buy back all the stocks with the cash. So this is too much of a good deal, too much of a good thing. To fund it, he bought the Silver Lake and Saudi PIF, and Jared Kushner's company also has a small stake. But what this begs the question is, if the president likes something, he can form a company and take it over.
Correct. So if you see this, we have nothing against something going private. Elon Musk was trying to do the same thing with Tesla. A few years back, he was talking to the Saudis and trying to broker a deal to take Tesla private because he felt it was not right the way the market was treating his company. But that was a purely private enterprise and a private deal. This, right, like Anand said, Microsoft wanted to do it. There's a lot of scrutiny. There's a lot of government oversight. Here, all that seems to be like a bit of wishy-washy because even if it is not, even if it is something on board and it's a straightforward deal, just the mere optics of it looks terrible because he's the son-in-law of the president, sitting president that too, and this kind of a deal is brokered, and a company which is so profitable with zero debt, which is doing so well, and which controls such a huge footprint, online footprint, and has such far influences in social media, in gaming, in the population segment of the youth being taken over and taken private, and it becoming a dark box with no oversight, with no one knowing what is happening inside the company, what they're doing, begs the question: where is American capitalism now? Where is it going? Begs the question. And if you're investing in US, what should you be watching out for? This has always been made fun of in third world countries and in other developing nations when government and people in power get inside and they start grabbing things off the table. This happening in the United States really does make you pause and consider this. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe this is not something which we should be really concerned about, or maybe it is. This is something I would love to. So this does throw things into a light where we should, as investors, because we are small retail investors with very small say on the table, and these are being big moves being made. So this is why I wanted Anand's opinion on this. So Anand, what is
My,
this?
one before this, I want to add one more. Yesterday, Alphabet was forced to settle a case
Yes.
by paying 24.5 million to Trump
Yes.
because he claimed he was unfairly treated by YouTube when he was not allowed on YouTube after the calling on the capital rights. So America is really, corporate America is under pressure.
Correct.
Corporate America is buckling. ABC News buckled. There's Disney buckled in Jimmy Kimmel. Now you have Google buckling, paying off this $250 million.
Nvidia buckling.
Nvidia buckling. All this is dangerous sign that American democracy is at threat and America itself is losing institutions. So this is a real cause of concern. And if an individual based on his power can find friends and take over hugely profitable companies for nothing, for next to nothing, in a non-transparent deal, then that market is not a fair market. It is considered a frontier market. A frontier market is which is one which is just developing. Now, with so many rules, the Americans have broken them with impunity, and the corporation is just watching. The Congress is just watching, is something which is very sad. But this means, what would I do in America? Wide all small caps, mid caps, look at large caps, where significant portion of the business is outside America, so that you are protected.
Correct. And that is the same strategy which we have been using and we've been doing rather well. And if you're interested in this kind of strategy and you would like more information on this kind of strategy of what Anand thinks and why he thinks like this, like I said, do reach out to me and my team on Instagram and we will try and get you sorted.
If you want some ideas on what to buy, consider send him a Instagram link. My team would get in touch with you.
So as Anand said, reach out to me on Instagram and we will try and get you sorted out. Me and Anand are going to be in Dubai over the next few days. Those of you who are in Dubai who are interested in catching up with us, reach out to me again and I will try and get that sorted out too. Thanks for being with me on Beerage today. It was wonderful having a conversation with you guys. And me and Anand will be back again tomorrow with another one. Thank you.
Thank you for supporting Beerage.